Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Mike Stretch, and I'm with North State BIA, and it is a pleasure to have you in attendance today at Bridging the Gap, our connection between realtors and home builders, which is incredibly exciting, particularly as we navigate together these challenging times that I know have created all kinds of unique needs for us to kind of recalibrate how we think of things and how we do business. But I am absolutely positive that we are going to negotiate our way through this just fine. And I just wanted to share a couple of opening remarks kind of about where we are with regard specifically to the new home community at this point in the 6-county area that makes up our MSA. We currently have 170 communities available at this point. And while we have certainly met some challenges over the course of the last 8 weeks, I think it's important to put things in the proper perspective in terms of where we are from a new home construction perspective. During the course of the pandemic, our home builders never stopped building homes. We were able to be fortunate enough to be deemed an essential business right from the start. And as a result of that, we kept our trade contractors busy. We kept our sales folks engaged. And we kept interest up, most importantly, of buying real estate for everyone across the board. We've worked very hard with regard to our consumer outreach, which obviously benefits everyone across the board, whether it's the new home customer or whether it's existing home customers, to let everyone know that real estate is a much sought after commodity in 2020. And as a result, I wanted to share a couple of quick numbers with you that I think illustrates that very well. Our communication is critically important because we want people to understand that now is a good time to buy across the board. And to substantiate that, our January and February numbers on new home sales were the best sales that we have had since 2007, which is an amazing statistic. And March wasn't so bad either, particularly when you consider that we were in the midst of a stay-at-home order and also our counties. So we were selling between 645 homes in January, 650 homes in February, and in March sold 350 homes, again, taking into consideration that half of the month of March was under a stay-at-home order. So there is amazing demand out there. The conditions are right. We're very optimistic that we will have a U-shaped recovery and we'll be bouncing back very, very soon. And a couple of other things that I wanted to mention is we're about ready to release our numbers for the month of April. And they're not bad either, to be honest with you. The first 2 weeks were a little challenging, but for the last 2 weeks of April and each week of the third week of April and the fourth week of April, we sold over 100 new homes, which is something that I think everybody can be proud of and everybody should be optimistic about, because it truly shows that people are still out there, they're looking at homes, they're interested, they're engaged, and they're not canceling contracts, which is, I think, near and dear to all of our hearts. So again, lots of reasons to be optimistic. We believe that as we work through the second and third quarters, there will certainly be some challenges ahead, but that's the reason why we're talking to the professionals in the room today, to help us all together make our way through these challenging times. And we're very confident that we will have a good 2020 and beyond as we move forward. The one thing I'll leave you with, and I think this is critically important, I never stop talking about it. Right now, we're only building about 55% of what we need to build to sustain the supply and demand balance. So we need to continue to build. We need a partnership with our realtor friends to make all of that happen, because it's all part of the grand scheme of making the magic of the transactions collectively happen in a very important market. And this market is extremely important. Fifth largest economy in the world. It's one of the hottest markets, if not the hottest market in California going into the beginning of the year. And I trust that that won't change. So with that, I'll turn you over to Donnell, who will basically kind of walk you through today's program, give you the outline, and then we'll bring in the builders. So with that, I'd like to introduce Donnell Sherman with KB Home.
Hi, everybody. Happy Wednesday, and thanks so much for taking the time today just to, get educated, get that knowledge and that those tidbits of information that you can bring back to your clients. So we want to welcome each and every one of you. I know your time is very valuable, so welcome to Bridging the Gap, where we are bridging the gap between realtors and home builders and offering all of you some great information. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of what to expect, what's next. What to expect. So we're going to thank our sponsors because, they are really why we're here today. And then kind of go through all of our builder insights. We have each of the home builders within the greater Sacramento area to cover their move-in ready homes, how to partner with them, what's their broker co-op, and really how to get your clients registered. So really great information for you. And then we're going to cover a lot of our upcoming events. How to participate, how to get involved, and how to really build your business and put those valuable tools in your toolbox to give your customers that overall elevated customer experience. So to kind of dive into who our sponsors are, these are a lot of our builder sponsors: Taylor Morrison, Signature Homes, Block Communities, TriPoint Homes, Black Pine Communities, Beezer Homes, Meritage Homes, KB Home, and the New Home Company. So thank you so much for being a sponsor today. Some of our trade partners are the Builder Trade-In Program, Elizabeth Matalonis and Scott Ostrode. Thank you so much. The B Media, Chase, the Advantage Group, and Creative Marketing. So again, we couldn't be here without you guys. So thank you so much. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump on in and kick it off with KB Home, tell you a little bit about what we have going on, and then we'll go through each builder. They'll share a little bit what they have going on, and then we'll kind of give you guys some great information about some upcoming events, how to get involved, and how to just really build a well-rounded business toolkit to provide that elevated customer experience for your clients. So KB Home. So KB Home is one of the top-ranked home builders for quality, trustworthiness, value, and responsiveness. So when your clients purchase a KB Home, you'll be rest assured that they will be well taken care of, all while being delivered a quality build personalized home. So it's super important for us to just make sure that we're taking care of your clients and just, helping them every step of the way. So currently, KB Home in the greater Sacramento area has over 20 move-in ready homes in Rockland, Roseville, Lincoln, Woodland, and Sacramento. We have right now what's called a smart lock capability. And so with these new opportunities, your clients can schedule a viewing appointment with one of our new home sales counselors and receive a personalized PIN number to privately tour one of our move-in ready homes. And we follow all of our CDC protocols and offer a very safe viewing environment for all of our communities. So your client could literally schedule an appointment, show up at 1 p.m. on a Friday. They don't have to show up with their agent. They don't have to show up with one of our new home sales counselors, and they can tour the home and take their time and take photos, and then our sales agents will follow up with them afterwards and answer any questions they might have. We also have a lot of virtual tours available for all of our move-in ready homes, as well as all of our personalized home options as well, with all of our plans within the communities. So at KB Home, we all want to know how much we get paid, right? At KB Home, we pay 2.5% to 3% broker co-op, and registering your clients is so easy with KB Home. All you have to do is just call one of our sales counselors with the community that your client is interested in, and register them right over the phone. We'll take care of them every step of the way. And as I said, we do have those virtual tours that your buyers can easily navigate through to truly get a sense of the space of the home they're interested in. We offer home buyers some fantastic incentives right now on our move-in ready homes through the end of the month. So be sure to register your clients and schedule a virtual appointment with our sales agents. The first 10 agents to schedule a virtual appointment with their client with one of our sales counselors to be held by the end of the month, you're going to receive a $100 Amazon gift card as a thank you from us to you for just providing your clients really great knowledge on what's available for them out there at KB Home. This deck will be sent out to you guys after the presentation, and there are a couple of clickable links on this slide that will highlight all of our move-in ready home flyers, as well as all the virtual tours just for easy access. Also, just as a tidbit, if you have any questions throughout this presentation, please use the Q&A button in the Zoom app and ask those questions. Angela's going to be fielding those questions, so if you have any questions throughout the presentation, feel free to ask. All right, that's it for KB Home. Let's go to our next presenter. It's going to be Robert Walmsley with Beezer Homes. Robert, go ahead.
All right, let me unmute myself since we're all getting so used to this way of virtually presenting now. So yeah, Robert Walmsley, Director of Sales with Beezer Homes. And listen, I want to just talk a little bit about how we're different in the marketplace, because we're going to hear a lot today about what everybody's offering. And I think it's fantastic. There's a ton of houses out there for your clients, and we want to put them in there. But I just want to spend a little bit of time talking about what Beezer does differently that might be interesting. And so right now we have the majority of our homes being constructed in Sacramento. So we have a big master plan community. It is about 3 miles from downtown. It's called The Cove. And so we have four products in there. We have one attached starting in the mid 300s. Then we have 3 neighborhoods that are all detached that vary in size and price. And so we think that we're building 4 homes. I mean, just a great location from downtown. We think that we're building something there for most of our home buyers. And it has a big, big, beautiful clubhouse and pool. It's going to be a very, very nice community. And so will you go to the next slide, Danielle? This is where I want to talk about what Beezer does differently. So really quick, the couple things that differentiate us in the marketplace is called mortgage choice and our surprising performance. So mortgage choice, I just want to talk about this with you guys real quick. If we bring a client in and they decide that a Beezer home is the right home for them, then we're going to have 4 of our lenders compete to try and get the best deal for your client. And it's really, really good. I mean, usually it results in lower interest rates, lower closing costs up front. It's a really, really cool program that I think sets us apart from the other home builders. And the other thing, surprising performance. And what I could say is that everybody on this call that you're going to hear from today builds an excellent house. New homes are awesome. The code is constantly changing. But there's a couple things that we do differently that's called surprising performance, which is where we go above and beyond what the code requires and above and beyond what a lot of our other home builders do to try and deliver to you and your clients the best home on the market. So it's just a really cool program, and we have visuals that you can work with if you were at our communities to take a look and walk you through that and understand how we build and how it's a value for your buyers and how it's going to save you money. But for you guys, for all the realtors out there listening, I know this is an uncertain time, and what I really want to say is that we need you. You know, we have homes that we've built, and we know that you have clients. We know they're scared right now, but based on what Michael opened the call up with all the data he was talking about, we can see that there's a lot of people that still believe it's a good time, that are still making that decision to buy a house. And so that's what we're here for. And what we really want to do is try and make this a sweeter deal. So very quickly, what Beezer is offering is we have about, I think, also 20 quick move-in homes that are ready at the Cove. We're offering some really, really cool broker incentives that I'm not going to say on here, but there are commission ranges that are significantly higher that we're showing on this slide, which is awesome. It's a quick payday for you. And some of these situations, I mean, you're paying a year of your mortgage with just selling one of our houses, right? And so all the other things that Danelle covered about KB, right? We're clean. They're safe. We follow all the CDC protocols. If you want to bring your clients out, we're still staffed in our offices. Our agents would be more than happy to have you guys tour by themselves, or to take you through, or take them through, of course, maintaining the social distancing guidelines. And we've moved our realtor registration to online, so that we want to make it as easy as possible. You can register your client can come take a look. Our offices are clean, safe. They're ready to see. We have homes they're going to move in. Or that are a quick move in, and we have some really awesome promotions for you that I think would be very, very excited about. So that's what I have for Beezer. Thank you for your time. And again, if you have any questions, we have our slide there. We'd be more than happy to talk to you about specific things and set up times that might work for you and your clients. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Robert. So you've heard from KB Home, you've heard from Beezer Homes. Next up, we have Taylor Morrison. So Daniel Stern, are you available?
I'm here. How are you
Great.
doing today? I'm actually a lot less nervous talking into a phone than I am to over 100 people sitting there watching me. So I think this is going to work out really well. So something that makes Taylor Morrison more unique and makes us stand out among the rest. Danelle, if you could go to the first slide, please, the previous one. Perfect. Thank you so much. Something that we do that makes us unique in the building industry is we really put our customer experience and their happiness first. I know as a realtor, when you bring your clients in there, you want to make sure that they're taken care of. Half the time that your clients are close personal friends or maybe even family members, that you want to make sure they're in the best hands possible. So with us taking care of our customers for all these years, that's culminated into America's Most Trusted Builder for 5 years in a row. I don't think that's ever been done in the building industry. So this is done by Life Story Research. They talk to over 30,000 people a year and interview people who've bought homes, closed escrow on homes, or in escrow on homes, or are just shopping for homes. And for 5 straight years, we've been the most trusted builder in the nation. So that's a big deal for us. Second thing that is not on this slide because it's so new, but we just recently learned that we're Builder Magazine's 2020 Builder of the Year by Hanley Wood and Myers Research. So with those two things combined, you can definitely trust that your clients or even family members or good close personal friends are being taken care of. If you could go to the next slide, please. So we are all over the place. We've got communities in Roseville, Woodland, Elk Grove, Folsom, and coming soon to Lincoln. We've got 13 different communities, 6 different sales offices all over the map. If you want to register your clients, we too are trying to be as flexible as possible in this current environment. We're offering 2.5% broker co-op. If you just call that community sales manager at that particular community and talk to them, we'll be happy to make sure that that broker registration form gets signed in due time, and you guys will be well taken care of. Something that I really wanted to talk about that is coming soon is our moving to Lincoln area. We've got 2 different communities that we're going to be open. That's really a big deal for us. Within the next month or so, we're opening a new community in 12 Bridges. I've been in new home sales for quite a while now. I look like I'm about 19 years old, but going on 35. I'm getting old, gray hairs coming in there. And I don't know if I've ever seen such a perfect location. It's Arlington, Belmont, and Saratoga at 12 Bridges. It's out on this finger surrounded by $800,000 homes. But our price point is going to be from the mid-4s to the high 6s. So please go onto our webpage and check that out. Next thing that's exciting for us is Esplanade at Turkey Creek. This is something that you can find a little bit of information on right now, but this will really be rolling out by the end of the year, maybe beginning of next year. So December, January. This is a resort-style living community. It's 55 and better, active adult, state-of-the-art community center. It's going to be over 900 homes. It is going to be absolutely stunning. So please stand by for that. We do have some inventory homes across the board. We even have a few model homes that we're selling as well. So please head to our webpage, taylormorrison.com, and check out what we have. And thank you so much for listening.
Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Yeah, next up we have Cressley Homes, Michelle Anderson and Ryan Coates.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. Thanks for being interested in new homes. So Cressley Homes, my name's Ryan, this is Michelle. We've got 5 communities in Sacramento and the greater Sacramento area. 3 of them are up in Plumas Lake, Riverside, the Meadows, and Bluffs. We have 2 communities in Rancho Cordova, Mills Station and Brighton Station. We've got a little over 17 quick close homes right now between our communities. And again, just like everybody else has said, we are very much about making sure the environment is safe, the homes are clean, following all the CDC guidelines, and helping the clients have the best experience for home tours. We have quite a few tools on our Cressley website as far as virtual tours, guided walkthrough tours, as well as the ability to register your clients online as well. Co-op. So co-op right now, we are offering 2.5% across all of our communities. And I'll let Michelle talk a little bit more about Cressley in general.
Yeah, so I'm out at the Rancho Cordova location with Mill Station and also Brighton Station. So between these 2 communities, we offer 8 floor plans altogether, single story and 2-story options. We've got 2-car up to 3-car garages, and homes that go from 3 all the way up to 5 bedrooms. One great thing to point out to clients is that solar is included with all of our homes. So definitely a exciting feature. Very easy to show out here on site. We are here full time. We have some of our homes on lockbox as well. So if you as agents want to go out and show, very simple. Or again, you can always call. We're happy to show clients for you, or go on the website and just fill out the contact us form, and then we'll get in touch with you.
So as well, up at Plumas Lake, just to kind of piggyback off of that, between our 3 communities up there, we do have 9 different floor plans, and pricing starting as low as $320 and going all the way up into the high 4s. So we definitely have a variety of plans to choose from. And can you go to the next slide, Danielle? Or Danelle, excuse me.
This is actually the only slide that I have.
Okay. All right. Well, no worries. On our second slide, we just kind of highlighted more of the tools that we have available to the buyers, as well as if you go to the Cressley website and you click on the Contact Us tab, you can, as an agent, register your client there, or as well, you can call the sales office and register your client with one of our sales representatives, and they will take it from there. So please come out. We would love to tell you more about our homes, show you more, and get to know you. Thank you.
Thank you, you too. I appreciate it. Next up, just a quick housekeeping reminder. If you have any questions that you'd like to ask, go ahead and use the Q&A in the Zoom app and ask them, and Angela with the BIA will be fielding those questions. So feel free to ask any and all questions. So next up, we have Jessica Atkins and Madeline Noel with Black Pine Communities. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen as they want to share theirs. So if you guys could just, are you guys ready to share your screen when I stop sharing mine?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Okay, can you all see us on your end?
Yep.
Okay. Perfect. Hi everyone, I'm Jessica Atkins. We are with Black Pine Communities, and I'm standing here with Madeline Knoll, and we are in Crocker Village, one of our newest communities. Madeline's going to give you a little bit more info about this community.
Okay, great. Yeah, Crocker Village. It's located just outside of downtown, midtown Sacramento, here in Curtis Park. Kind of like our last unused resource in this area. It's right in between Curtis Park and Lamb Park, divided by Stack City College. So if you've been by, driven by, you might see some activity getting started, but we're really brand new. We just loaded our website recently, so you can actually go there and see all the floor plans now. And we have a couple models that are completed. We're building 200 homes over here. We have 3 different neighborhoods altogether, so 3 different lifestyle choices. Our smallest neighborhood is small square footage wise, so 1,600 square feet to 2,000 square feet. And those are low maintenance patio type homes. So perfect for someone who's gonna have 2 parks nearby. We're adding a park in our neighborhood as well. So we'll have 3 parks, low maintenance, just enjoy all of that you have to offer. Kind of a suburban environment, close to downtown, midtown, but kind of that suburban lifestyle that you get in Lamb Park and Curtis Park. The other 2 neighborhoods at Crocker Village are what we're standing in right now, one of the model homes. These are a little bit larger, about 2,000 square feet to 3,000 square feet. And they have yards. Some are small enough for someone who just wants a little garden or patio, low maintenance. Some are big enough for a pool. So people come out and tour and say, wow, I can't believe you can get this kind of yard in downtown Sacramento. We're really excited to offer that. Like the one we're in right now has a 70-foot yard. That's what I'm talking about, guys. So if your clients are looking for something new, but they want to be in like historic Lamb Park or Curtis Park, I think we can fit that need for them. They're all 3-bedroom floor plans. Some can go up to 4 or 5. And pricing right now for the neighborhoods that we've started that are a little bit larger are from the high 6s to high 7s. The smaller neighborhood that hasn't started selling yet, those will likely be somewhere in the 500 range for that low maintenance style. 2.5 broker co-op. Would love to see you guys out here with your clients. I think that's kind of the recap, a brief recap of Crocker Village.
So that is Crocker Village, one of our newest communities. We also have some move-in ready homes. So we have Farmhouse at Willow Creek, which is in Folsom. This community is located off of Park Shore Drive and Folsom Boulevard. It's a great location, walking distance to Lake Natoma, one light rail stop away from downtown Sutter Street. They are modern farmhouse homes out there, so everything is 2 stories. Square footages range from 1858 to just over 2,400 square feet. We are kind of on the latter end of the community at farmhouse, so 126 homes in total. We've got about 35 homes that are still available. So if you're looking for a move-in ready home in Folsom, or even something still early in construction that can be customized, farmhouse is a great option for your clients. And then on the horizon for Black Pine communities, we have 2 other communities. One is Abby's Gate at Northridge. This one is located off of Mariposa and Madison Avenue in Citrus Heights. It is a short 10-minute walk or a 5-minute golf cart ride to Northridge Country Club, which is a beautiful private golf club. But if you are a golfer, then that would be a great option for you. We do have a single-story plan at this community, so there's 5 different floor plans. Square footages range from about 1,650 to just over 2,200 square feet. We've got models under construction, so we're hoping to have our Citrus Heights community open for tours end of June, beginning of July. And then lastly, we have a community coming up in Rockland. This one is Millstone at Sierra Pine. We're building 61 homes out there. These are going to be a smaller product, patio home, less maintenance home for those that aren't looking for a big backyard to maintain. And we're going to have 3 different floor plans out there. So again, the square footages range around 1,650 to 2,500 square feet. And that one is, again, another great community, great schools out there, family oriented. And that's probably coming up. We're looking to start models by the end of the month. So fall time, we're looking for an opening out there. You guys can go onto our website and register. We'll reach out to you that way. You can also email us at info@blackpinecommunities.com. Again, you guys can register your clients. You don't have to show up to the community with them, but we would love if you do. We offer appointments daily from 10 to 6. And if you haven't checked out our website, check it out. We won the 2020 Best Builder website at the Nationals. So check it out. That's pretty much it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, ladies. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen here once again. See. Okay, so thank you, Black Pine. So next up, we have Christopher Brown with the New Homes Group.
Hey guys, Christopher Brown with Next. First community we're going to talk about is Serenade. This is a brand new community in Elk Grove. These are duet homes, so smaller, 1,800 all the way down to about 1,500 square feet. There's no HOA here, so it's a huge savings to your clients. The Melrose is ridiculously low. It's only about $20 a month. So if you want to really talk about an entry-level home that gets your clients in with as little money out of pocket as possible, this is definitely the home to look at. We have 2 different floor plans. Prices start from $379 all the way up to about $418. The unique design of these offers really huge, oversized yards compared to our competition in the area, as well as covered patios. And both home designs have a covered patio, which is really, really cool. All 2-car garages, and our first deliveries down there start late this month. So there is quick move-ins available. We are nearly sold out, but we do have a few still available, and a few of those are available as quick move-ins all the way out to about June deliveries right now. So you can find out more about this community at serenadeeg.com. serenadeeg.com. Dana, if you want to go to the next slide. I'm going to make up time for you here. Sarah Oaks is one of our passion projects. This is a community that we're building up in Colfax. If you've never been up to Colfax, I know you've driven by it. If you've gone on 80 on your way to Tahoe, this is only 25 minutes from Roseville, but it is literally a world away. As that top photo demonstrates, this is our first phase. It's just completing now. A couple of those are sold, but we do have one of those that's an immediate move-in, but you're tucked in the trees. This is a normal morning up at Sierra Oaks right now. The home plans are designed all around single level living. So even that 2-story there, the entire ground floor is your main living area. Master suite, you've got a flex room in the front that can be a bedroom, it can be an office, and then you've got the rest of the house that opens up into these gigantic decks that view out into the trees. So it is just an absolutely stunning place to be. Plans, the 3 plans that we have available, we have more plans coming up. The 3 plans that we currently have available in the current phases range anywhere from our smallest home at 2,070 square feet, which is a 2-bedroom with a den that can option into a 3rd bedroom. If you see in that kind of bottom corner there, you see 2 homes there. That's that 2070 plan. And then we have the 2523 plan. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Also has a ground floor flex room as well as a loft upstairs. And then we have our 2779 plan, 3 bedrooms, 3 baths, flex room, loft, optional 4th bedroom, just stunning. The community is gated and has walking trails all the way through the community. The 2 models that we have up there are on lockbox. So while we're in this closed state right now, you are free to go up and take your your favorite clients up and show them around. There is broker registration on every home that we have listed on MLS. The broker registration is in the documents, the additional documents. You can just download that registration. There's an email attached to our community sales manager. It will send directly to our community sales manager and you're registered. So as simple as possible. And we do pay 2.5% on all of our communities. And you can find out more about this community specifically at SierraOaksColfax.com, SierraOaksColfax.com. All right, thanks.
Thank you, Christopher. All right, so again, just a reminder, there's a Q&A. I know a lot of you are asking some really great questions, so keep them coming. Next up, we have Patrick Samir with the New Home Company. So Patrick, if you want to take it away.
Great, thank you. New Home Company, May. We started in 2009. We're based out of Orange County, and some differentiating factors that we like to present and share with you is one, we are a company that does multiple things in regards to development as well as production homes. And what I mean by that is that we do master plans as well as we sell within communities within other master plans. So locally, you may know us by the Davis master plan, the Cannery, also down in East Sacramento at McKinley Village. And then our newest master plan in this region would be Russell Ranch, where there's going to be over 1,000 homes there, master plan community with various product types available. We have 3 active communities up there right now, ourselves as well as Anthem United and Meritage. So if you haven't had a chance to come by Russell Ranch, I encourage you to do so. Now, moving on, for the brokers yourselves while we're here today, we have an elite broker program, and what that is that it enables you to get some insight about our new communities as well as offers on homes that are quick move-in opportunities, also special incentives for you and your buyers. We have an escalating commission program. We run a flat fee at each of our communities, so you'll want to speak to our individual community sales managers to find out what those fees are, what the referral fees are. But for today, by you participating today, we're going to be sending you a voucher. And that voucher is going to be good now through the end of the year for you and your client. You're going to receive an additional $1,000 commission on your referral fee. And your client's also going to receive a $1,500 option credit. And that voucher is going to be good at any of our communities throughout Northern California. We currently have 11 active communities selling available, and they from the Bay Area all the way up into Folsom, Rockland area. And we'll talk a little bit about individual communities shortly. So that voucher is going to be emailed to you. And so when you are showing a house or you're registering your client, please let our community sales managers know that you have this additional preferred broker program, that you're part of our elite broker, and that you're going to be receiving this additional referral by participating today. So can I see the next slide, please? Real quick, I'm just going to give you quick highlights over some of the active communities we have throughout Northern California, starting with Gala at the Cannery. Gala is what we call podium style build homes. These are flats. These are condo flats. There are 15 homes per building. You have a shared garage on the first floor, and then it's elevator served going up 4 floors. The homes range in square footage from roughly a little over 1,100 square feet to almost 2,000 square feet, and they begin in the upper 400,000s. and that's in the Cannery in Davis. And we are actively building. We have homes that are ready to move in that are complete. As you can see, there's one featured there. It's unit number 333, and it's a little over 1,400 square feet, offered at $584,880. So that's Gala at the Cannery. If you have someone who's looking for a lock up and leave lifestyle, and as well as wants to live on a single level, elevator served, this might be a good fit for you. Moving down to Solano County, we have 4 communities in the Vacaville market in Brighton Landing. And those communities are Preston, Sheffield, Bristol, and Oxford. The price ranges there start from the high 4s and go into the mid 6s. Like I said, start in the high 4s and go up to just the low 600,000s, depending on the community. It's all broken down by lot size and configurations. We do have single levels as well as 2-story homes. We have a total of 14 model homes to tour while you're in Brighton Landing. So I encourage you to take a look at our webpage, thenewhomecompany.com, give you more details on each of those individual communities. Again, that's at Brighton Landing off of Leisuretowne Road in Vacaville for those of you that have clients in that marketplace. Moving down south to Lathrop, we have Tidewater at River Islands in the master plan of River Islands, and we do offer homes there that have waterfront opportunities. And we're featuring one of our homes right now. It's a Plan 3, a little over 3,100 square feet, and it's at $584,000. We do have other homes that are quick move-in opportunities. Our homes there range from a little over 2,000 square feet to over 3,100 square feet. We do have single level homes and 2 stories, as well as waterfront opportunities. There's some man-made lakes. If you haven't been to River Islands, I encourage you to do so. It's a beautiful master plan community in Lathrop, California. Coming back into Sacramento in Natomas, our newest community just opened recently under the COVID conditions. So we opened up just a little over a month ago over at Nuvo at Artisan Square. These are townhomes, and they're up over off of East Commerce in North Natomas. And they're all 2 stories with 2-car attached garage, direct access. They range from roughly around 1,300 square feet and go up to, I think, 1,340 square feet. They start in the low 300s. We do have homes that are going to be quick move-in opportunities. It's a great opportunity for a first-time buyer to come and buy in a brand new community in Natomas, easy commute to downtown, again, starting in the low 300,000s. Next, I want to go over up to Rockland, up at Whitney Ranch. We have 2 communities in Whitney Ranch, Parkview and Canyon View. The Parkview homes, those range from 1,600 square feet up to over 2,000 square feet. And those homes start in the low 500s and then go up from there. We have 3 models for you to tour. Like I said, we have 2 single levels and 1 2-story, and we do have quick move-in opportunities as denoted on the flyer there. That's a move-in ready home, ready to go. Next, Canyon View. Again, in Whitney Ranch, these are our move-up, our 2nd or 3rd move-up executive style homes, some of which do have canyon views, and hence the name of the community. And these homes range, we have 2 single levels and 2 2-stories, and these predominantly start in the 600,000s and go up from there. And homes range from 2,400 square feet to almost 3,400 square feet. A lot of options. Like I said, 2 single levels, 2 2-stories. One of the 2 stories does have the master down. So I encourage you, if you haven't had an opportunity to view those communities, please do so. Come by the models there. You'll make an appointment with our community sales manager to see those homes. And then finally, I'd like to talk briefly about the Silvercrest. That's our first community that we've opened up at Russell Ranch. Again, there's over 1,000 homes that we're going to be offering for sale for not only ourselves, but through other builders up at Russell Ranch. a lot of amenities there. It's heavily amenitized. There's going to be a clubhouse, pools, spas, outdoor sports opportunities, bocce ball courts, fireplaces, clubhouse, a bar. It's just going to be a really special place to go. I encourage you. It's just off of Highway 50, south of 50, up on the hill at Russell Ranch. Silvercrest, those homes range from 2,600 square feet and go to approximately 3,400 square feet, one single level and 3 two-stories at Silvercrest. So that's a little bit of an offering at the New Home Company. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Next up is Meg Gore with Anthem United.
Sorry, it's really tricky to unmute myself. Apologize for that.
That's
so
okay.
Hello, everybody. First off, I want to tell you a little bit about Anthem United, because a lot of times people are not as familiar with Anthem United and we get, aren't you in the insurance business? So no, Anthem has actually been around since 1991. Our main corporate office is in Canada, so we have a lot of our business in Canada and then here in the California market. We have built over 14,600 homes. We have 5 million square feet of retail because we also do income producing properties and shopping malls. We are also a land developer and have developed over 60 communities and 5,000 acres of land. So we are pretty big in the real estate industry, just not necessarily, we're a little bit newer here in California, but wanted to let everyone know kind of who we are. And one of the things that makes Anthem different is one of our missions is building real estate that works. And what does that mean? Does that mean works for us? Well, yeah, because we want to make money. Does that mean works for your clients? Yes, that's very, very important to us. We want to make sure that whatever we're building is specifically geared toward the buyer demographic and what they want in their life when they're moving into their homes. So all of our communities are really unique in that way. We currently have communities in Folsom, West Sac, Manteca, and Lathrop. A couple of incentives that we're offering, and this is not just on our inventory homes, but also on dirt homes for your clients, is we'd like to honor our hometown heroes, veterans, firefighters, EMTs, first responders, police, correctional officers, healthcare workers, teachers. They get $5,000 to the design center. We also have a friends and family referral program, $2,500 to the referring party, $2,500 design center credit to the buyer. And our models currently are open by appointment only. We do have virtual tours on all of our website. We will do FaceTime tours, and we will definitely meet with you or your clients one-on-one. It's very easy to register. You can just call us, email us. We will make sure that your client is taken care of, and it's a very easy process for you. Danielle, can you switch to the next slide? I should have also told everyone I talk really fast. Okay, so we have 5 communities, and I just wanted to give a super brief overview. Our Iron Ridge community is in New Home Company's Russell Ranch. It's beautiful. We have single story and 2 stories. This slide's going out to everybody, so you're gonna get all of the square footage range. You'll have our website on there. You'll have the email and the phone number. We do have, can move in as quickly as July. We offer a 2.5% commission at that community. River Chase is our West Sacramento community, 10 minutes from downtown, very kind of urban feel, community gardens. We're in the upper 300s, 2.5% commission with move-ins as quickly as September. Turnleaf is our active adult community, and it's beautiful. We are livable design. It is master planned by TrueMark, and it's in Manteca. It's fantastic. If you have someone interested in active adult community, check out the collective in general, but Turnleaf specifically. We have immediate moves-ins at that community, and you can earn 2.5% commission on those. Our Reflections community is in the master plan community of Lathrop. It is our largest, very flexible floor plans. You can do multi-generational, waterfront homes with balconies, and we have immediate move-ins on that community, and we offer a 3% commission. Also Haven is kind of Reflection's little sister brother. So it has the same sort of styling and feel, but they're smaller homes. So if it's a little bit too expensive to get into Reflections, we do have a sister community, Haven, that offers some of that same flexibility in multi-generational living. And also we have move-ins there as quickly as September. So they can get in right as school is starting. If you have any questions, type in the Q&A, but please visit our websites, and we look forward to helping you and your clients get into their dream home.
Awesome. Thanks, Meg.
Thanks.
Okay, so great questions, by the way, everybody. Thank you for being so interactive with us. We hope that we're answering your questions as thoroughly as we can. Again, we will keep an eye on the questions in the Zoom app. So next up, we have Julianne Kressinger with Signature Homes. Julianne.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you now.
Thank you so much to Angela and Danelle, the BIA, for putting this on. I think it's an awesome opportunity for us to chat with the agents that we love so much. Signature Homes, a little bit about us. We're an award-winning boutique home builder. We're privately held. We've been in business for over 35 years now, so back to the 1980s. We have 6 open communities right now throughout Northern California. 2 of those are in the Sacramento area. All of our offices are open right now, 10 to 6, 7 days a week. Appointments are preferred, but walk-ins are welcome. Of course, our #1 concern is the safety of our team members, of you guys out there and your clients. So we've provided all of the necessary PPE to make sure that we stay safe, monitoring social distancing, etc. So we welcome everybody to come out. We have virtual tours available on our website. We have some QMIs listed on the MLS, lockboxes to make it easy for you to show some of the homes. And interesting that Anthem United talked about their Hometown Hero program. I also have a note here that we are doing the Hometown Hero. It was at $3,500 as just a general rule of thumb, but because of everything going on right now, we've upped that to $10,000 towards option incentives. So for all of you agents out there, if you have anybody in the industries that are on the front lines, we'd love to see them and give them a little lift. So our next slide just chats a little bit about, we pay 3% across the board. We always have. We want to make sure that your client and yourself both recognize the referral, because with us it's a referral and not a co-op. So we'll take a phone call right now. I know it's tough. We want to be flexible, but our biggest concern is just making sure that the 2 of you connect and that referral is attached to you. So just give our sales agents a phone call, let them know that you'll be coming by, and if your buyer happens to be out there, just have the conversation with them. They'll work with you. So a little bit about our 2 communities. Our first one is Entrada and Natomas. We have 6 homes left. We're selling the models right now. All the furniture is included. It's a great opportunity. Those homes won't be ready to move in until probably September, but we do have a couple of QMIs out there. So 30 to 45 days out. And we start in the, started the high 300s. They're single family detached 2-story homes. They're truly beautiful. A couple of them have bedrooms on the first floor. And then our second community is Woodbridge and Roseville. This is a special community. It has award-winning architecture by the Dahlin Group. We're really proud of them. There's single stories and 2-story homes available. Some of those have master bedrooms down. Our average lot size there is 6,000, but we do have some new release lots that are over 10,000. So, and on courts. So it's actually some pretty great opportunities. Those homes start in the mid 500s. We have 6 that are quick move-ins, so less than 30-day closes. 3 of them are on lockbox, and we also have the homes that we just released that have the opportunity to be customized through our design center. So to wrap up, just want to thank you all for your time. Super excited to have this opportunity to be with everyone, to be with our fellow builders out there, and let you know that we truly do appreciate all the hard work you do, and we're here to help you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Great information. I hope you guys are all finding this super helpful. And if you are finding it helpful, just comment yes in the chat, just so that we know that you're there and you're listening, and maybe some really fun tidbits that you're kind of capturing for your business, and key takeaways that maybe you're going to take to your clients. So our next builder that we have is Leslie Scott with Watt Communities. So Leslie, take it away.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here. My name is Leslie Scott, and I'm with Watt Communities. This builder creates exceptional homes and neighborhoods relevant to a changing world, and with over 70 years of...
Leslie, we're having a really hard time hearing you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, we can hear you better now.
Okay. I'm with Watt Communities. Watt Communities creates exceptional homes and neighborhoods relevant to a changing world, and has over 70 years of successful experience, and they strive to get it right. One of the communities is Hidden Ridge, and it's located in beautiful Fair Oaks in an established neighborhood of only 21 homes, with the convenience of shopping, restaurants, and recreation just outside the community. There are only 3 move-in ready homes, single stories, remaining to sell. These spacious open floor plans range from 2680 square feet to 2963 square feet, with one of the homes including a private living suite with a separate entrance. All of the yards are...
Hey, Leslie, I hate to even cut you off, but your microphone is a little bit muffled, so I think a lot of the participants are having a hard time hearing you. I don't know if you could talk.
Okay, I'm not sure what I can do. Okay, hopefully you can hear me better. All of the yards are large, unique, tree-lined, and the prices start at $639,990 and up to $672,990, and there's a 3% commission on all the 3 remaining homes. My other community is at Alderwood, an exciting new collection of 1- and 2-story single-family homes located in Rancho, Cordova, off of Sunrise and Douglas. We have 3 distinctive floor plans showcasing spacious, open design, 3-car garages, and a large yard. We have a single story at 2155 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 3-car garage, a 2-story plan that has a master and an extra bedroom downstairs, with 2 bedrooms and a loft upstairs, and that's at 2760 square feet. Our third plan is a 2-story with up to 6 bedrooms and square footage of 3274. Prices start in the high 400s, and homeowners will benefit from a family-friendly neighborhood, access to the best urban amenities, and great outdoor recreation opportunities. We're offering a 2.5% broker co-op. We also have a grand opening incentive. We do have the home and a referral program that offers up to $3,000 in incentives. A great benefit is the ability to register online. Just go to Watt Communities, pick the community you want to register your clients, and that's it. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much. Leslie, the microphone keeps going in and out, so I'm going to share your slides with the participant group after this, but I'm so sorry we could barely hear you, and a lot of people
I'm sorry.
Information, but you have some really great detailed slides. I'm going to just kind of pause on this last slide of yours so everybody can read through it for just a moment before we move on to the next builder.
Okay. Well,
Okay, so again, this was Leslie Scott with Watt Communities. Some really great information. She will share this information with you afterwards as well, just so that you guys can have all the details, because I know that they offer some really great stuff too. So thank you so much for your time, Leslie. The next speaker that we have is going to be Cassie Campanelli with Meritage Homes. Cassie, are you there?
I'm here. Hi there.
Hi there.
Hi. You know, it's interesting, this current event or pandemic that we're going through. We have all this time on our hands, and you know, there's some certain TV programs that I don't get to watch very often. I've been watching them, and it's interesting. Yesterday there was an episode of the show All Rise, and they did the entire episode this way. And it was been creative. They were all done their Zoom. It's like a legal show, and it was quite interesting. So everyone should stream that and take a look at it, because it just kind of puts us where we are right now. So I wanted to say hi. I'm Cassie. I'm with Meritage Homes, and as some of you already know, in the past, it's pretty easy to partner with us. We will take care of you and your client from beginning to end. I even got a shout out. In fact, I'm going to give a shout out to somebody, Brenda Piper at Keller Williams. She texted me, "Hey, is that you on Zoom?" So hi, Brenda. But I've worked with her in the past, as several others, and it's very easy to register your clients. You just give us a call. You can go online and pre-register. If they show up without you, don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. We're still going to be taking care of you. I do want to talk a little bit about the 3 slides that you see in front of you, or the 3 communities. The Summit in Roseville, that's where I'm at. What's special about this is we have larger home sites starting at 7,100 square feet. All of our homes have room for a pool, even the single stories, which is really hard to find out in West Roseville. We're next to the open space preserve and bike trail, so that borders along the community as well. So really great family neighborhood. We also have a community in Folsom, Steel Canyon. It's the only gated community in the master plan community of Russell Ranch, and they start in the high 400s. Durango, which is in Rockland and Whitney Ranch, we are in the final phase of that community. It was a very fast-paced community, and they're aggressively priced in the mid 400s. Now through the end of May, can everybody see this? Now through the end of May, we're going to offer 4% on select homes. If you bring in your client and they purchase one of our homes that can close by the end of June, we will pay you 4% of the final price. In addition, your buyer will get a 2.75% FHA financing, and we will pay all of the closing costs. So there's a couple of homes at each of these communities that will qualify for that. Of course, we have other homes that are going to be available later in the year, July, August, September, that kind of thing as well. But we invite you to come out, work with us. We want to partner with you and help your client have the home of your dreams.
Thank you. Looks like you had one more slide, so I'm just going to kind of pause it on that while we move to the next.
Oh, sorry, I guess I should have told you to move to the next slide. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
This is where I was just emphasizing the 2.75% for the financing, and we'll pay all of the closing costs through the end of May if the house can close by the end of June. And typically we do 3% of the final price. We've always done 3% for a co-op. On these select homes, we'll do 4%. So that can be anywhere from $17,000 to $24,000 just on one sale.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that great information, Cassie. I took a lot of good tidbits. 4%. Wow, that's amazing. We have 2 more builders. So hang with us, guys. Some really great information you don't want to miss out on at the end of this presentation. I know that we said till 2:30, but I think we're going to cut this a little bit early. So I know our next speaker is really good at saving time. No pressure. But Christopher Brown with Next New Homes Group, go ahead and take it away.
All right, since we are a little ahead on time, I will offer a little insight for all of the realtors here. There's a lot of information going on, and before I get into Icon of 14C and all the rest of our urban communities, there's a huge opportunity for you guys to sell homes from your couch. All of the builders are doing a phenomenal job at giving you all of the tools to go leverage your database and sell our homes. There are Matterport tours. There are the easy ability to register, which is dramatically easier than it's ever been. There is a wealth of information that's available. Go leverage all the information that we have on our websites, on our social media. Share that with your database, and you'd be amazed at how many homes that you can sell this weekend from your couch. Just look at all of these websites that you're seeing today and be able to leverage that. So I'll get off that and we'll get into Iconic 14C. And we're going to talk about a few of our urban communities. This is with Next Generation Capital. We do have an essential worker incentive at this community. I've only got 2 homes left in this community that have that available, but that is a $10,000 incentive to be used towards closing costs or options that are in the house. That is a limited time that does expire. So definitely check out iconic14c.com for more information. Iconic 14C, located on the corner of 14th and C, ironically enough. This is one of our fun downtown communities. This is anywhere from 1,600 to a little over 1,700 square feet. 2 and 3 bedrooms. All of those, you see the windows on the ground floor there. Those are all flex rooms, either a bedroom or a studio space. You could use it as an Airbnb. There's all sorts of spots that are available there. Then you get up into that middle floor and you've got a balcony. You get up onto the 3rd floor, you've got 2 bedrooms. And actually you can see in the middle floor, which is the kitchen family room layout, you've got a nice big balcony. That's end-to-end windows on that. So you've got a nice cross breeze, especially for the cool Delta breeze once that kicks in. Most importantly with this community is that rooftop deck. This is where it gets really cool. This is where all your friends are going to want to hang out. Invite everybody over for cocktails. And this is where you hang out. You can see, you'll be able to see the MLS stadium from the deck. It's just off in the distance, off to the left of that photo. This is one to not be missed. We do have a couple of quick move-ins available. I have one that's available immediately, and I have one that will be available just in about a little over a month from now. And pricing starts at $589,990 right now. And more information available at iconic14c.com. Next one is, wait for it, S34. S34, we literally just put these on the market and just started marketing these because we just finished them. So that right-hand home there is lot 1 that literally just finished. So the photos that you see are from that home that we just finished. These are 7 urban style homes in East Sac. Again, on the corner of S and 34th Street, 1,400 to a little over 1,800 square feet. Ground floor flex space again. So that downstairs area, you see a slider there. That is going to actually be fenced in. There'll be a low fence all the way around there. So you're going to have this cool street side courtyard that's going to be hanging out there. That again can be used as a bedroom. It can be used as an Airbnb. It can be used as a yoga studio, art studio, office, whatever you want it to be is there. So that's available. These homes start at $589,990 on up into the mid 6s for these homes. We do have quick move-ins. That whole front side of that building right now is available anywhere from an immediate move-in on out to about 30, 45 days-ish. You can find out more at s34sac.com, s34sac.com. And the next one is 14E. This is starting right now. It's in framing. We're actually just about to roll trusses on the next floor up right now and getting ready to frame in those rooftop decks. Again, this is another rooftop deck coolness. You are in the heart of downtown with this community. 14th, it's on 14th Street. Actually, it's on E Street, in between 14th and 15th. Just an ideal location, about 1,500 square feet. These again are designed with that ground floor flex space, bedroom, studio, Airbnb, whatever you want to use this thing for. It is phenomenal, but nobody really cares about that because y'all want to hang out at the rooftop deck. This is when it really gets cool. So this is, you have to go hang out at the rooftop deck. And if you want to experience that, come over to 14C. We'll show you around, then we'll walk you down to 14E, just a couple of blocks away. More information is available at 14esac.com. We've got some virtual tours, some of the renderings, all of the information is there. We should start sales probably in the next few months. And we're just working on that right now. So that one's going to get really exciting. And then we'll talk about our last exciting urban community, which is L32 East Sac. These are 12 brownstone homes in the heart of East Sac. This one is not gonna, you're not gonna wanna miss this one. You can walk to Safeway. You're only a block away from Safeway, right off of Alhambra there, or you can stumble home from Club Raven if that's your thing. You are right there in the heart of East Sac, just a couple of blocks away from literally everything. Again, with that ground floor flex space and the cool rooftop deck. These are going to be the first ones that we'll have downtown that are going to have optional elevators. So this broadens your horizon for clients that'll be available to purchase, or maybe more interested in something like this coming from suburbia and want to get into urbia. And this optional elevator gives them a little bit more flexibility when they may not have as much flexibility anymore. So that's available to you. L32sac.com will give you more information. This is coming soon. Register now, and we will keep you updated on what's going on. And that's all I got to say.
Wow, that was efficient. Thank you, Christopher Brown, for that great information. Super clear and concise, and I'm looking forward to checking them out myself too. So our next and final home builder today that's going to be presenting is Holly Alwinger with TriPoint Homes.
Okay, let me unmute myself. My earbuds died, so just 3 minutes ago, right before Christopher started. So hopefully you can hear me okay on my speakerphone.
Loud and clear.
Great, good. Okay, good. So I'm Holly with TriPoint Homes. I want to thank everybody for being here today. Thank you to the Northgate BIA for putting this on. It's a very valuable tool for your members. I really appreciate that. So TriPoint Homes is relatively new to the Sacramento market. However, we have been building for well over 10 years. We are the 7th or 8th largest builder, depending on what metric you look at, publicly traded. So we are well established. We build, just like everybody else said, great, wonderful, quality homes. But we have our Living Smart program and our Home Smart program that partners with Amazon and Alexa and our Eero devices. So we have a lot of great technology that's important for today's life and the way you live in our homes. And right now I want to get to the homes that we have that can close quickly. The slide says 9. Monday it said 10, and then I changed it to 9 yesterday. Well, today it's 8. So we only have 8 quick move-in homes available to close by the end of July. HomeSite 606 down there at Brookstone sold overnight. So as you can tell, people are still out shopping. You guys know this, they're out looking, whether it's on private one-on-one appointments or virtual appointments. Christopher mentioned we have all sorts of virtual tools available for you to tour our homes. And so it's, you know, something to make sure that you're utilizing either from your office, your home, or coming out and meeting on site. We are on site. Doors are locked. You can call the phone number and we ask a few health questions, and then you can come in and we will meet with you. So right now we have 3 communities in the Sacramento area: La Madera at 12 Bridges, and then Brookstone and Waterstone in Folsom Ranch. These are some photos of our actual move-in ready homes. HomeSite 97 was the one that sold on Monday. And then 515 is still available. That is a single story. So all of our communities right now have no HOAs, and they all have a ground floor master bedroom or ground floor bedroom with bathroom. And we also have single stories in Lincoln as well as in Folsom. So a single story at each community. So Danelle, if you don't mind. Next slide. Okay, great. So what we are doing and offering to you is that we, of course, have our broker referral fee at each community. It is different, so check with the NHA at each community to confirm what that referral fee is. But in addition to the current fee for participating in this webinar, if you mention BIA bonus, we will provide a $1,000 bonus on any new sales that are written between the end of now and the end of the month and close by the end of July. So we're offering a $1,000 bonus. You can call to schedule a virtual appointment or a one-on-one appointment with Jennifer Padilla, our online sales counselor. She'll schedule and coordinate with you to go out to the correct community and check everybody's calendars. But yeah, so we're a great resource for you. And you know, we've always partnered with the resale side, and we just, you know, want to reach out to you and let you know that we are here and open and making sales and moving forward. So, good. Thank you.
Holly. So I don't know if all of you remember, Holly and I did that really fun, cheesy commercial to make sure all of you knew about this Bridging the Gap event. So Thank you, Holly, for doing that with me. Earn more money now. That is our slogan for this event. And I hope that you guys all got some really great information from these awesome builders in our Sacramento DMA to offer your clients and get these move-in ready homes. Everybody wants that, you know, safe place to call home, and they want a new home now. A lot of renters are looking to purchase a new home right now, and we want to make sure that we are getting them those options, those move-in ready home options where they have 30 to 60 day move-ins, immediate move-ins, whatever they might suit. So I don't know about you guys, but some of the key takeaways I heard from each of the builders are that buyers are still buying, right? And that we are very much still open for business. The builders are very much open for business through virtual selling and private face-to-face appointments. We aren't all that bad to talk to, right? So we kind of make it fun and interactive and just create that nice follow-up for your clients, that safe haven for them to ask any questions they might have and just explore on their own time in the comfort of their own home. So if you're finding that you are a real estate agent that need more homes to sell, partner with the home builders, because we're here to help with our move-in ready homes and to equip you with the necessary product. We found that, you know, our broker co-ops amongst all of us are either from 2.5% to 4%, as well as flat fees up to $15,000. Amazing. We have those virtual selling tools to help your clients tour plans from the comfort of their own home through the Matterport virtual tours. And then I also heard from every single builder that with these move-in home options that are available to your clients, that everybody's kind of offering some really great incentives on the move-in ready homes. And the buyers right now that are looking for great savings and efficiencies, you know, they're getting offered just that from each and every one of us. So if you have any clarifying questions, feel free to reach out to the sales counselors, to the communities, visit, you know, the builder websites. Each website is very much equipped. There were a couple, so everybody on our panels, home builders, get ready. I want to kind of just go through really quick. There's 2 really important questions via the chat. So realtors, make sure you have your ears unplugged and ready. There was a question on what home builders provide Hometown Hero program. So if builders, if you want to unmute and just kind of call out your name, if you are participating in that, that'd be great.
Next is at icon at 14C.
Signature Homes is offering a $10,000 Hometown Hero Award program right now.
Taylor Morrison offers a Hometown Hero programs, typically $2,500, but we raised it up to $5,000 for the month of May, and we are including medical personnel to say thank you for your service.
Anthem United provides Hometown Hero. It is a program we always have in place. There's no expiration date. It's at every single one of our communities and includes all medical personnel, teachers, veterans, firefighters, EMTs. So we value our Hometown Heroes.
TriPoint also always has a Hometown Hero program, so at all of our communities.
The new home company offers Home for Heroes incentives as well. Those are over and above any additional incentives that can be combined based on what we're offering at each community. It's an additional $2,500 option credit to any of our Home for Heroes.
Thank you so much. Okay, the next question is, what are some ways realtors may market your new homes online or via social media? And I'll kick it off with, still there? Are we still there?
Yes.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Can I jump in on that one?
Yes, please.
All right. So
you took over my screen there for a minute. I was like, what is happening right now?
All right. So it's just interesting because when you list the house, right, you're going to pay a photographer to come in and they're going to take a bunch of awesome photos and maybe do a virtual tour. So I know that I can speak for Beezer, and I'm sure everybody, all the other home builders here, we've done a lot of really cool virtual tours that we have saved. We would love to hand them off to you, and you can give those to your clients. for free. Right? And make it really easy to see our homes. And so we have professional photos done. We have virtual tours done. We have a really cool website where your clients can log in and watch the home being built in real time. So, and we're more than happy for you to share that on any of the social media networks. And I'd be more than happy to send that to you if you need it.
Awesome, thank you. I know at KB Home, we have lots of move-in ready home flyers you can share via, online, your social media, blogs. I know some of you have reached out for blogs. If it's a blog that's being shared on your website, go ahead and reach out to me directly at dasherman@kbhome.com for more specifics. But social media, feel free to schedule an appointment to even go into one of our move-in ready homes and take a personalized tour video yourself if you'd like to put your face into it and share that with your clients, knowing that you've been there, you've seen it. It's a great product to offer to your clients. So there's some really great ways that you can share it via social media.
For Anthem, if you just contact the neighborhood sales professional, they can coordinate you to do a tour that you can share. We've done that before, and they'll just check in with me, but all is good, and we welcome this kind of new environment and you able to digitally share with your customers.
Perfect. Anybody?
Taylor Morrison is right there aligned with everybody else. We have a lot of great information virtually that you can share with your customers. If you contact the community sales manager specifically to that community, they'll be happy to team up with you and make that a great experience for your customers. So definitely go to taylormorrison.com, find the community that your customer is interested in, and team up with that community sales manager. And of course, any kind of context that's going to be shared on Facebook or anything like that, we just want to make sure it's shared in the right context. So I'd love to look at that information as well. My email address is dstern, D for Daniel, STIRN @taylormorrison.com. I'm the area sales manager for the Sacramento area. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so as we kind of go through just the last couple slides, just want to let you know that this presentation deck is going to be sent out to each and every one of you. I know you've all asked, you wanted a copy of those move-in ready home listings that we've listed on here. Those are some of our, the builders' top move-in ready homes. I know we have a lot more. You can visit them on each of our websites. They're all listed with all the information, but we will be sharing this presentation deck with you. And obviously we're going to be here to answer any other additional questions as well. So what's next? Let's talk about that, right? Because the greatness doesn't stop with bridging the gap. I know that a lot of great information has been shared. We've really kind of tailored this event to be kind of the pathway, the opening to all these other great tools to equip you guys when building your business. Obviously, there's a lot of you that have already have really great leads and you have really great clients and you've already know a lot about the market, but a lot's changed, right? We're in this new normal, knowledge, expertise, getting new and fresh leads. Those are all really important things. So right now we've equipped you guys all with information about how the new home builders can help put more money in your pockets and create an overall great customer experience for your clients. Some of the next events that we have coming up on June 3rd at 1 p.m. is our lead expansion event. If you're a realtor looking for more leads, you want some fresh clients to work with, to follow up with, to bring to us new home builders as well. This event is for you. We have our real estate mastermind guest speaker. You don't want to miss this event. Then we're going to go into July 1st at 1 p.m. We are going to have some city representatives discuss a lot of the city improvements and additions to Roseville, Rockland, Lincoln. There's a lot of inventory out there in these markets, especially with new home builders. We have a lot of new communities coming up, as you heard with Taylor Morrison in Lincoln, which is great. I know KB Homes out there, Tri-Point. I mean, everybody's out there, right? It's a great place to be. And your clients may not know of these improvements that are coming into this area, right? The improvements to West Park, the improvements to Lincoln, the improvements in Rockland. So these city representatives is going to give you a sneak peek on how you can sell these different submarkets to your clients and get them excited about the place they're going to live. The next event is tailored lending, right? So you have all this great information about inventory, right? About how you can, sell different products with home builders, how you can build more leads. Then you're learning about each submarket. Well, now let's learn about tailored lending, right? Let's hear from some of our top lenders on how you can get your buyers qualified for the home of their dreams, how to get them in that front door, how to, you know, close that deal for them and just make it a seamless process. So this is going to help build your business essential toolkit to have these different individuals there at the snap of your fingers to help you and your clients go through the process. Because it's always nice not to just work with one lender, but to have options because each client is required with different things. So the last one, as we all know, Folsom is booming. Folsom is a really great spot to be. It is a hot spot. And so we really wanted to make this its own event on September 2nd at 1 p.m. Selling Folsom. And this is where we're going to have some top city representatives to discuss some of these upcoming improvements. We did a Selling Folsom last year. This one's going to be way more elevated, have way more, relevant information, more unique perspective. So you don't want to miss that. So we've opened up this event, Bridging the Gap, to individuals that are not SMC members with the BIA. With this, these next set of events, since they're so critical to how we run our businesses, we want to make sure that we are having individuals that are, you know, dedicated to their business. And so I'm going to go to the next slide here.
Hey, Danelle, your screen share went away.
Oh, it did. Okay, great. Hold on one second. Sorry, everybody. Let me start that share again. It was just so excited, it popped off. Can you see it now? Anybody?
Yes, we can see it.
Thanks, Robert. Did I miss everybody? Okay, so how to register for these upcoming events. We want to build our business toolkit. We want to give you all that information. It takes a lot of time and effort on our ends to go ahead and, you know, schedule everything. And so the upcoming events are for BI members only, in particular SMC members only. So your company already needs to be a BIA member in order for you to join the Sales and Marketing Council and attend these great events to help build your business and just stay relevant amongst, you know, your clients and the competitors. So a BIA membership, if your company is not already listed below as a current member, it's $949 a year. We obviously offer 3 payment programs through the BIA. You can pay in full, floor payments, monthly payments. This is really great. We've had some members that actually have came together and said, okay, we're all just going to split the BIA yearly cost. And it ends up being only about $120 per member if you have about 15 individuals that want to go in on that. So just to kind of break it down in smaller numbers. So typically it's $95 for the yearly membership fee for the SMC once you're a BIA member, and that's just a one-time yearly fee. But for everyone that attended this event, we are offering that discounted rate of $75 if you become a member by the end of May. It's a really great opportunity, and just so you know, I paid the full $95. It's never been discounted. So thank you, Angela and the BIA, for offering this great opportunity for all the realtors out there. I know that you know, we have seen so many realtors come to us and just say thank you so much for this opportunity. Outside of these, you know, upcoming events, there's a lot of opportunity for you guys just to get involved and just kind of get yourself out there and get recognized. So that's how you register. Last but not least, you can visit northstatebia.org. All of the move-in ready homes for each builder is listed on our hot sheets. And you can download these hot sheets straight from the northstatebia.org website for the list of move-in ready homes. And you can pull that list, send it out, do whatever you want with that list. That's going to be kind of your Bible on how you, you know, communicate that with your clients and reach out to us for any individualized questions. And then this website also is a way to register for upcoming events and webinars. Have any questions? Feel free to reach out to Angela regarding membership. She will absolutely work with you. She is the face of the BIA. She is your know-how. She knows everything. So we're just like, all right, Angela.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much, Danelle. I want to thank Danelle Sherman with KB Home, John O'Young with Caliber Home Loans, and Elizabeth Matalonis with Builder Trade-In Program. The 3 of them came up with this concept and has been meeting with me to make sure that we made this happen. So thank you to them as our our Bridging the Gap Committee, and thank you again, Danelle, for facilitating this program, and our sponsors. There's too many for me to list off. I'm excited that we ended 3 minutes early. A lot of information we got out to you guys today verbally. We're gonna finalize the slide deck for you. Holly has some changes to TriPoint Homes slides. So we're gonna polish it all up in a PDF and get it out. I'll be sending an email out to all the registrants of the slide deck, and also builder contact information. And then any questions that we didn't answer, we'll go ahead and answer as well. So I'll get that email out to you. Give me until Friday. And Friday, you're going to get your hot sheet too. So Friday will be a big day from the BIA to you. And for those of you that are not members of the BIA, we hope you decide to join, because we've got lots of things coming. The educational workshops that Danelle talked about are for BIA members only. Sorry, that's my dog. Are for BIA members only. And so you do need to be a member to attend those workshops that she talked about. This event was our gateway event. So hopefully we've enticed you to join. My contact information is here, Angela@northstatebia.org, and my phone number as well. If any of you are interested in attending a member orientation tomorrow morning to learn about the benefits of membership, we have that actually Friday morning at 9 o'clock. So let me know. Okay,
Angela, we want to see the dog. We want to see the puppy. Come on.
Got 3. Okay, here we go, Meg. This one is Penny. This is Penny, my littlest. And my oldest.
This is when the show goes to the dogs.
Yeah, it's all self from here. But the cuteness. And this is Daisy.
Oh, look at that.
And then Lady is running off right now, so I can't grab her. But
hey, every meeting ends well with the dog.
Thank you,
everybody, for attending. Have a wonderful day,
had over
everybody.
100 people. Thank you.
Bye.
Oh, here's Lady. Here's Lady. Oh. Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, builders. Thank you. Thank you, builders. We really appreciate it. That was awesome, you guys.
Angela, thank you so much for putting this on. You guys are amazing.
Sure,
Cassie.
I second that. Thank you guys for all your efforts in this. It was great.
Thank you. We should probably do it again in about 6 months, I think.
Let's do it.
So, okay. Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, sponsors. Bye. Thank you, Danelle.